All right, everyone, this is an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. It's for Jupiter in Taurus, where it's going to sit for about a year. It's there. It's coming in. It's working with Pluto retrograde. It will be for quite a while. And it's working while the North Node is still in Taurus, which is still about middle of July or so. It's working with that. And what is it? Well, you're going to read a lot about it all over the internet from astrologers and what they think Jupiter in Taurus does and this and that. But I keep my own records. I'm my own best friend. It's what I teach you guys to be, right? Heed your own counsel. Do your own research, right? For me, it's a house cleaning kind of thing. It's a very... Jupiter is an expansive energy, and it's really about practical house cleaning. It's sort of like bringing in a life coach, if you will, of some kind, or someone to organize your home for you, some kind of home decorator sort of a thing. It's a bit of out with the old and in with the new, and it happens rather easily because of the energies around Jupiter in Taurus. All right, again, it's working with the North Node for the first few months. It's working with Pluto retrograde, and together, it's about just bad behaviors. Things will go away. Things will just fade away. Lives will change during this transit. Can I phrase it that way? It's an easy way to phrase it. There's a lot of peace attached to it too. Almost like the way a practical person might feel really good about keeping things organized. It's about reorganizing the energy in a big way. I've got two pre-shuffles here. It's because I shuffled for your pre-shuffle from the main animal deck here that we're going to use, the wild unknown, right? We call it the animal deck around here. And I just wanted to see what would happen if I shuffled the deck I was going to use to clarify. So I picked it up and I shuffled. And it's very interesting because they both say the same thing. And I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. It's a general reading, may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. 8 Wands. Just the surface energy, just me talking to the universe, the pre-shuffle, what's going on, Jupiter moving into Taurus, all affecting energies. 8 Wands, I'll show you the whole hand I've got here. All right, we'll just fan it out like a poker hand. All right. The Empress is bookending the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is crossed by the Ace of Swords. This is a 5 of Pentacles. These three energies are tied together along with the Empress due to, you can see the color match yourself with the backgrounds. And then there's these two, Knight of Cups and the 8 of Swords. Basically, this just says, well, it is communication from somebody, right? But it is someone who is moving away from a behavior. And what's that behavior? Well, it's the 8 of Swords, which is leaving them out in the cold. Somebody definitely feels out in the cold on your energy. This is your energy, the DF side's energy attached to that Empress right there. It is. It's not their Empress energy coming up or anything like that. It's an urge to reach out, and it's putting down all of this, drowns out this missing out, which came up twice. This is 5 Pentacles too. This is 5 Pentacles. Drowns out this overthinking and this bullshit, right? So I shuffled another deck, and I see what I get here. I get somebody feels left out in the cold, crossed by the 6 of Wands. They want to get victory over that. So what are they going to do? They're going to reach out. 3 of Cups. Right? The flow of emotion. Bigger card than the 8 of Wands for me of communication, because this has to be an emotional communication, right? Somebody getting past this 5 of Swords. There's that 5 Swords, that short-sightedness. It showed up as 5 Swords in this deck. This person here, their false victories, pretending you don't exist, stuff like that, because it's crossed by the 4 of Wands. Again, it's somebody getting past something. There is a bit of house cleaning happening here. Well, I liked Jupiter transiting Taurus. The last time it happened, if you're old enough, right? You might be 12 watching me, which I hope the hell you're not. But anyway, the last time it happened was about June 2011 to June 2012. All right, that's the last time Jupiter was in Taurus. Now the surrounding energies are different, right? So the core thing will be the same, but the way it plays out will be different. Sometimes people see this as a negative transit because it makes things go away. It ends things that are past their energetic expiration date. Okay? And some people see that as bad. People that don't like change have a hard time with Jupiter and Taurus. I'm encouraging you not to. And it looks like your runner is doing okay too, because in the card before the cut, it flew out on the floor. It's the Hermit. We got a lot of soul here. This is just, there's a lot of peace that comes with this transit. If you flow with the energy and you allow, if you just accept the fact that things that drop away weren't meant to be. Something along those lines, right? If it's meant to be, it'll stick with you, or it'll come back. Right? It's a bit of that. There's a lot of soul here. There's a lot of peace that can come from that if you keep that as your sort of your mantra going through things here. You know, your way of thinking, if you will. It's the Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Again, this is a beautiful energy. The Wheel of Fortune and the Hermit. Oh my God. Oh my God. It video froze. See how much energy is here? There's a lot of energy here. Hold on. I'll show you the Wheel of Fortune in a second. Y'all know there's a lot of energy when it freezes. I mean, you got two pre-shuffles. So, I mean, and the Wheel of Fortune and the Hermit is, I was just starting to say when I look over and saw Steve hand stuck, right? It's a lot of energy, okay? Anything that's not meant to be is going away. How do I know that off this Wheel of Fortune? I caught a glimpse of it. It's the Seven Swords, right? Seven Swords fueling it. If it's bullshit, it goes away. The reason the pre-shuffles came out the way they did, during this transit, with all the environmental energies, the things going on around it, it's going to be, and we've talked about this, really hard for these runners that like to bullshit themselves about how they feel and how happy they are in their whatever that they're in. It's going to be impossible. That's going to backfire on them big time, okay? There's going to be a lot of emotional breakdowns for people that try to fight this energy. You're going to try and fight Jupiter? It's the largest planet in our solar system. It's the great protector. It sucks up about 90% of the space debris that would hit us and wipe us out. We would never have evolved to have computers if it wasn't for Jupiter. We keep getting things hitting us and wiping out life on Earth. You know, it's a powerful energy. It's the fourth strongest energy that affects us on a daily basis. First is the sun. Second is the moon. Third is the Earth's magnetic field. Fourth is fucking Jupiter. It's really strong. All right? And I like Jupiter energy. I do. This is an important... The next few transits of Jupiter are very important. They're very important. Especially when it transits into Cancer, which is the sponsor of this soulmate cycle. That's when this thing's going to blow up. I'll tell you what, it's going to be something else. That's where we'll see the biggest influx of new people arriving into the cycle, right? Yeah. All right, let's get ourselves a reading. Give me the influence, soulmate cycle, or the influence of Jupiter in Taurus universe. Let's go. I'm just going to try to single out that energy a little bit. Page of Swords. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is a Page of Swords. What's fueling this? Well, yeah, Nine of Cups. Yeah. It's not enough to... I'm going to phrase it this way. This isn't exactly what the energy is, okay? Because I can't figure out how to phrase this. I don't have a story or an analogy, right? I'm just going to say it's not enough to spy. It's not... A lot of times what happens with your runners is they get disappointed in themselves because they they had a chance to bang the Empress and they didn't, right? They get disappointed in themselves and that causes them to run, right? Fear and all that kind of stuff. That's going to backfire this time around. Is somebody going to... The actual very thing that usually makes them run is going to, or hide in the shadows and spy, is going to make them come forward with the 9 cups there. It's the only way I can think of to describe that energy. It's a decent enough phrasing. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Right here's the hidden energy message from the universe. Red with the energy of your connection. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses, and I know they are. I do. There's going to be a link for it extended. All right? In the description. Energy around your connection. You going to freeze again? If it's going to, it's going to do it right now because the energy is just swirling here. You can kind of see it. It's turned the dots into on my table into... This is exactly what the energy's doing. That's fucking crazy. Crazy town. Judgment. I knew I was pulling a powerful card. I didn't know. I didn't look, but I knew it was strong. Oh my God. It's time. They're here. Right? I don't know. We'll take some lines from horror movies. Poltergeist. It's like a poltergeist fucking energy here. They're here. Okay. Judgment. It's something's rising from the ashes. It's a phoenix rising energy. It's time. It's time for something to happen. That's what the energy is saying. That's the only way I could phrase it. Okay. So your connection is lit. There's communication on the way here. Somehow. It's like the connection is rebooting. It's not. But it feels like it is. It feels like a bit of a reboot energy. Okay. How are they behaving in the 3D? Now, I'm reading the incoming energy. Roles can be reversed, but generally this is the runner. Okay, when in the income, because you're here with me, and I'm good at splitting energies. All right? Decent, anyway. How are they behaving in the 3D? Yeah, the 4 of Cups, there's that disappointment. Yeah, I said it right here. I said it. I said it about the overall energy. I talked about that disappointment's going to work to your advantage. It's going to work against them where they can't run. And I see it here. We got a color match right here with these cards. They want something. They want something they didn't want before, and it's a very strong urge. It's very strong. It's like a craving, right? Like when you crave salt at 2 o'clock in the morning and you're at the store buying bags and bags of chips. It feels like that. It feels like that kind of energy. A real craving. Soul energy is here. Their soul energy. Bookends. Judgment. I told you this. I'm not making this stuff up. This is powerful shit. It froze my video during the cut position. I mean, this is crazy. It's a vortex of energy. It's unreal. Jupiter is cleaning house. It's a bit like maybe calling a maid service to come to your house, and it's just you want to get out of there because dust is flying everywhere. They're cleaning like crazy. It's just their soul is completely rebooting. I said this feels like a reboot. Their soul is rebooting, and as it comes up, it's got all its RAM, it's got everything. The processor is fresh and ready to go. It was shut down for a while, so it cooled off. It's really ready to rock. Somebody here definitely wants to turn a disappointment around under this energy. They're behaving in the 3D. They might be moping. They might be a little sad. Okay? They might be. I mean, they're the King of Wands usually. They're not showing it on the outside. On the inside, they're probably a little bit sad. I get that. But it mostly reflects as disappointment. All right? And it's hard for them to ignore these energies. And it's hard to ignore the soul rebooting. This is coming here like that. It goes Tower over here. And this is, again, somebody wants to try again for sure. We see it here. We see it here. We see it here. Hidden energy, message from the universe, separate from the reading technically, but read with judgment. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody wants to try again. The universe is very clear. Want to get it right this time is the energy. All right? They want to get it right this time. Want to do something right. A lot of times, because the North Node is involved, because the North Node's in Taurus at least till July, and Jupiter's moving into Taurus, I feel a little bit of North Node energy coming in here where somebody, again, part of that disappointment is somebody realizing where they went wrong, actually seeing where they went wrong and wanting to fix it. But it's like a craving. It reads like a craving to fix it. I'm surprised there's no devil out here yet. Maybe it'll come out when we clarify. I don't know. Potential final outcome, red with the 4 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, yeah. Again, it's for a long time this person told themselves they didn't want this connection. All of a sudden now your connection's the belle of the ball. All of a sudden your connection's what they want. And when they look at you, when they think about you, all of that is spying energy. When they look at your picture, when they spy on your social media, when they think about you, if they have a daydream about you, all of a sudden you're the fucking 9 of Cups. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. All right, let's clarify. This is going to be interesting. Let's take our light seer deck here. Wise judgment here. Let's go. Okay. Give me an interesting reading here. All right. I'll take an interesting reading any day of the week. Let's go. Wise judgment here. Why? Whoa. Okay. Look at that. These 2 read together. 3 Pentacles judgment. 3 Pentacles crossing it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like the universe just keeps saying your connection. That's what this position is. It's your connection. There's your energy, their energy. Your connection is like a little ball of energy in the middle. I'm pulling on that ball of energy in the middle right here. It's right. It's there. It's ready for action. It's not dead. It's alive. It's been rebooted, right? And this card kind of talks about there's children on the card here. There's a foundation to be built, and somebody wants to do it. They want to turn this around. This Tower of the Soul talks about a reboot there too, and we know that there's soul here, okay, because there's a lot of it with this particular transit. But the Hermit was the card before the cut, okay, so that's a big deal. What's on top? Yeah, the Four of Wands. Again, somebody wants to get it right. They want to get their life right. And Jupiter in Taurus has a way of again, just anything that's shit, any relationships that are shit, just go away. Something serendipitous happens to make, even if you say to yourself, I'm just going to keep the peace and keep my mouth shut and stay in this shitty relationship, something will happen that will make it go, because Jupiter is the planet of expansion and luck. There's no such thing as luck. Really, we should change that to it's the planet of expansion and serendipitous, crazy-ass shit happening out of nowhere, okay? They want to get the Four of Wands right. Why is the Four of Wands here? The Five of Swords. Yeah. Somebody was short-sighted here for sure. They're going to... Again, there's no room for shortcuts here. There's not. We got Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about doing things right and building a foundation, something rock solid, right? There's no room for this bullshit here, okay? And again, we have Five Swords with Four Wands. That was from that pre-shuffle I did out of this deck. They want to turn that around, okay? And they can't. They can't short-sight their way out of this. They can't shortcut their way out of this. This connection, the base energy of your connection is Judgment. That's a very powerful card. It's very powerful. And this is interesting. This shows me how weak they are towards this, right? How weak any resistance they have toward rejecting this is very small. This little rat right here, which kind of representative here of Five Swords a little bit with this guy, my coffee house guy, with the reason I make coffee at home. Right, this energy right here is surrounded by a Tower and Judgment. I mean, it's ridiculous. This is communication, by the way, probably long awaited. It is feedbacking off of that. Why is the Four of Cups here? Tell me more about this Four of Cups. What's going on with this? Huh? Yeah. No choice. No choice. They could look. What did I just tell you? Re-fucking-wind. What did I say about Jupiter and Taurus? I said it's weird what happens. Even if you try to keep things, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to make any changes. Something happens. Jupiter is clean in house. It's this very practical energy that comes in and reorganizes your life in a way that works. You know, a life planner or whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know. This person could try and pick the gold one again all they want, but pick the gold one. I'm just going to stick with the gold. But they can't. They can't do it. There's this overwhelming feeling of disappointment that comes in, which is not just fueled by Four of Cups representing it, fueled by Judgment, because this is a color match. These are tied together. Again, they can't do it. They got to pick the red one, which is over here. Four Wands. What's on top? Four Swords. Heart chakra energy. I don't know what it means yet. Why is the Four Swords here? Yeah, the sun. Yeah. Again, from nothing to something. Okay. Again, this person here is. It's like they keep sticking their hand in the meat grinder and they realize for the first time it's a fucking meat grinder. Again, they cannot make any other choice here. There's nowhere to go. Jupiter just does this. It's what it does. It's why it's my favorite planetary energy. I love Jupiter, and I always get excited when it moves into a new part of the sky because new things fucking happen, you know. One of my favorites is when it moves to Gemini, but my absolute favorite is this transit through Taurus because it really is house cleaning, and I'm so glad that it happens at least a little while the North Node is there. All right, let's pull on the Tower. Look, this is all reading like communication, like somebody coming towards you. It's something you may have thought was dead. Now, this can be a new soulmate coming your way, a little gift for you from the universe. It can be. It would be a dormant soulmate, someone that's been dormant, so you might not know them under this energy, okay? Somebody brand new. Again, Jupiter, I rephrase it and say it's the planet of expansion and serendipitous crazy shit happening. All right, you just run into somebody somewhere. It's just whatever. Jupiter does what it has to expand your life in various areas. All right, and in order to make, there's so many auspicious energies in the environmental energy that in order to make things perfect, it's like a party planner that likes everything perfect. In order to make things perfect, we got to get rid of that ugly couch. There's nothing we could do. The owner says, no, I don't want to get rid of that couch. And this Jupiter party planner perfectionist just sets the damn thing on fire out back. So now there's no choice. See, now it's gone. It accidentally caught fire. You know, that kind of thing happens. It's just the way this energy is. And it does rattle a lot of people. People that don't like change have a hard time with Jupiter and Taurus. And I will remind you again what I talked about in April. It's important for you to keep, for probably up until about the middle of November at least, the que sera, sera, whatever happens, happens attitude. It will serve you well under the energies we're heading into and have been in since the end of April to some degree. Why is the Tower here? Why is the Tower here? Reboot in the soul. Reboot in the soul. Love it. 8 of Cups. Yep. Environmental energy around that Tower is 8 cups. Where's she walking? Male or female, right? Doesn't matter. It's a she on the card. Where's she walking? Well, she's walking toward the sun, we could say. There's the sun just before it, right? The last card out. And she's walking toward 9 cups. Oh, I don't know. There it is in the overall energy. Yeah. Again, like a fucking zombie. Somebody can't do nothing here. They can't. Well, I'll phrase it to you this way. It's not really what's going on in the energy, but I can do it by the cards, if you will. It's a little hard to sleep when it's this bright in the room, isn't it? It's a little bit of that. All right? It's just a homespun way of explaining complex energies because there's a lot of energy there. All right? It's far more complex than that, but why overcomplicate things? You're meant to understand what I'm trying to get across. What's on top? Queen of Wands. Yeah, that behavior is ending. This is what the Tower is falling on. Why is the Tower here? Because of this. Universe itself has had enough. I see it here. This is God's source, the universe itself. This judgment, resurrection energy. Big time. Big time. And it's had enough of this phony ass shit. Fakey McFakerman pretending that they're happy, pretending that they're great. If it's not great, Jupiter is going to get rid of it. All right? And if you don't want it to get rid of it, it will take it out back and set it on fire and tell you it was an accident. It's that kind of thing. That's what happens. Why is it really is, I'm telling you. I've been fortunate enough to be around long enough to have tracked it twice when I started taking notes. And I've seen 2 Jupiter transits through Taurus, and I observed the people around me and myself and strangers. Yeah. It's the shit that happens. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Ace of Pentacles. That ties us to this Ace of Pentacles. Again, this is an energy of real. This is realness. It's the most solid new beginning in the tarot. It's real. This is fake. The Tower falls on this, so this can happen. We want this Tower to fall. What's that Tower? It's likely some kind of breakup, some kind of emotional breakdown, some kind of somebody, again, trying to sleep their way through life, but they can't because somebody turned on the light. The soul's definitely awake. That soul is still a fucking floodlight coming out. It's more of a reboot energy, though. I like that because it's really strong. It's really fresh. Like when you reboot your computer, you get all the RAM back. You know, it's working again. Why is the 3 of Pentacles here? Let's talk to the universe. Oh, I like this. I love this top row. I love it. I don't know how this all relates to you. Your energy's attached to this. On the flip, we'll find out the extent that I can't wait to pull what's going to happen for the D after Jupiter and Taurus. You got to be fucking kidding me. You guys are usually roses and rainbows when I pull on the DF side because you've grown your energy so much. I don't know. We'll see. But for them, this is a tough road. This is God source, the universe putting its foot down in a way. But it's just the nature of this Jupiter in Taurus energy. And because it's extra powerful now, because of the North Node being in Taurus, and because of Pluto retrograde in Aquarius until June 11th anyway, it's extremely powerful. And it's going to get more chaotic for them when Pluto moves back into Capricorn after June 11th, spinning backwards. Oh, man. But it's what Jupiter energy does. It expands, and it does it however it needs to. And the energies around it, are, like I said, are very auspicious. They're very good. So it's all, if something bad happens, if there's something, oh, I'm sad that got taken away, or I'm sad I didn't get that job, or I'm sad that this relationship had to end, blah, blah, blah. It's all for the greater good. Jupiter is all about that. I mean, even in the solar system as a planet, it's for the greater good. It protects us. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Jupiter. At all. We wouldn't. All right, here we go. 3 of Pentacles. All right. 9 of Pentacles. There's something somebody needs to liberate themselves from. Okay? We keep getting that. Usually it shows up as a 3 of Swords. I don't know. What's on top? 10 Pentacles. Yeah, some kind of fucking bullshit. Yeah, the 8 of Cups was crossing here. Somebody here has phony happiness on their side. Whole bunch of sitting on rainbows and stuff like that. It's phony. It's just phony. Okay, whatever their 4 of Wands is, right? Their marriage, their family life, their home life, whatever it is, they need to really liberate themselves from that. However, in another layer of energy, it's sort of like, why is this guy behaving like this with his head in his hand? Well, it's a little bit of somebody here is tired of dreaming about it, tired of thinking about it, and they need to change it. That's also a layer of energy that's here. Why is the 10 of Cups here? What did I just say? Why am I your second favorite fucking energy? I don't understand. I have no idea. Lovers, right there. It's just tired of dreaming about it. Got to make it real. Got to make it real. Unreal. Fuck my ass. It's unreal. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? What's the final on this? What's the final on this? Ace of Pentacles. It's communication, long awaited. Spent a long time coming. Somebody spent a lot of time like this, and in fantasy land, about telling everybody how happy they are when they're not. Fakey McFakerman. Again, everything, the whole reading cross-checks itself all the way through. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? But what I told you about Jupiter in Taurus is important for you to remember during this year-long transit. All right? Don't forget it 5 minutes after watching the reading. It's important. It's information for you. Your runner's not listening to me. That's why there's so much fucking bullshit here. That's why this guy's still here. You know? But at the end of the day, know that it's all for the greater good. It does clean some house. It reorganizes your life. But it does it in crazy ways sometimes. Some weird shit will happen. All right? Ace of Pentacles. Oh, you got to be kidding me. We can't get rid of it. It's crossing here. It's the message from the universe here. And now it's crossing the final outcome. 3 Pentacles. I mean, again, it's been a long fucking grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. It's been a long time coming, but the environmental energy is set. Somebody is setting the intention, and it's a reboot energy. These are children. They're like little people reboots, right? You know, it's a reboot energy. I don't know why specifically I'm drawn to the fact that they're children. I don't know. I don't usually notice that about this card. What I usually notice is the stoplight here, which in this case reminds me of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So what's going on here? Maybe they show up in a sweater? Maybe they show up at your house and change their shoes right in front of you or something. I have no idea. Mr. Rogers used to do that. 3 of Cups. Yep. Communication. They coming. They're here. Right? It's like that. 3 Cups. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Somebody here with the heart chakra open knows they have to do something because they sure can't sleep. with this much light right here. Why is the 3 cups here? 6 of Wands. Yep. Again, victory, happy energy, heart chakra with the wreath. Yeah, saying the same thing. The whole thing just, this is red with the sun. It just cross-checks itself all the way around. It's like this girl over here comes over. Hey, wake up, wake up. It'll make you happy to go open up. Okay, I'm going to get up. Well, I can't sleep anyway. All this fucking light. You know, it's like that. This is all communication here in the final thing. What I don't know is why this is, oh, I see. I wanted to know why why I'm specifically drawn that this is children. It's the 7 of Wands. Okay, children like to battle for dominance or things along those. It's all about status for children and things like that, right? Kids set that. But by the time first grade is finished, you know which kids are going to be the popular ones later, even later in high school, and which kids aren't going to be, etc., right? Which group's going to be the hoodlum? Which group's going to be the smokers out by the smoking area? Which group's going to be the jocks? It's pretty much set by first or second grade if you grow up in a small town like I did, for sure. It's pretty much like that. Somebody here wants to rebuild, but wants to also not keep a distance, set a precedent. Okay, I don't know what that means. They might want to. It's hard to describe. It's like set a precedent. Why would that energy be there? They want to drive the conversation. They want to be the leader of the club. Okay, it's kind of an energy like that. I guess I could just say they want to make sure they retain the high ground. All right, it's a little immature. It's a little bit. I mean, there's no perfection here. These runners ran. They are what they are. But I am getting Fakey McFakerman, this behavior, all right, this Queen of Wands, pretense is getting a spanking for sure. And it's nice that the final outcome also showed up in the soul position. That's pretty cool. All right, let's pull 3 cards from the universe, see what else it wants to tell you. Let's go. What else you want to tell everyone before I go pull some wicked voodoo? Because I don't have a devil, and there should be one here. There should be, on some level. I've got cards that could add up to a devil, but they don't. I got to be honest. So I'm going to try and pull a devil out of my ass in the extended. And I'm going to also pull on you. Like I always do at the opening of every extended, I pull on your side, on the DF side in particular, so I get some contrast. Because I think this is big energy for you. I think, Jupiter, I'm excited for the DFs, especially because of the lead-in readings that we've been getting, right? I'm very excited for you for this transit. Doesn't matter what your sign is. Jupiter in Taurus, yeah, obviously if you're a Taurus, it'll probably, affect you a great deal. And I know they do the houses and I'm not your astrologer. I know they do the houses and stuff. Jupiter in Taurus is just an energy. It does it for everybody. It doesn't, it really, how would the house that Taurus is for you, you might have a stronger influence in that area, but it's just, it creates a specific frequency of energy, and that energy does a certain thing, okay? And it does, generally speaking, what I just described. But it's not limited to whatever house it's in for you. It really isn't. It might be more dominant there, but it's not limited to that. All right, so let's go. Like I always tell you, this is energy reading. I use the signs reluctantly. Rather than give you coordinates in the sky, it's just easier to say Taurus. So I'll just do that. Let's go. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. What do you want to tell everyone? 10 cups. 8 cards from the free shuffle came back with the 10 cups. 8 wands in the center. Ace of swords right there. Crossing this. Somebody's reached somebody. Again, it's just straight up. You're about to get some truth, but I think it'll be like pulling teeth. All right? Because I've got the energy here in a 3 card, because the universe is a binary universe, zeros and ones. Yes, no, black, white. It's us that give it the gray areas, right? This is red center, the base energy, 101. Center the base energy, and these are forward moving energies. Actually, most energy readers, we don't usually say it out loud. We call it a heart. The energy forms a heart. It starts here, it blends out, and it comes down like that. That's what the energy does. It's called a heart reading, basically. It's the soul of the universe if you do it. That's why I pull 3-card readings a lot in the extendeds and stuff. It's very powerful. 3 is a very important number in the universe. Anyway, in the heart here, you've got somebody speaking from the heart. I get that. Somebody who is very sad, but also afraid to lose something. So they're sugarcoating. They might be afraid to lose you. They might be afraid of saying the wrong thing, so they sugarcoat. They might be afraid that if they say too much, they might lose money. They could lose something. They might lose something through this communication. So because of that, it's a whole lot of fluffy communication. But within the fluff is some truth. Okay? There's a lot of Archangel Michael energy. You can put the action figure to it if you want. It's just a frequency of energy. There's a lot of Archangel Michael, sword of truth, energy flowing through this. It's very healing. It's healing through truth. You might have to dig for that a little bit, okay? But it's in there, all right? Anything they say to you, just multiply it by 3 or even 27, and you'll get something relatively truthful there. There's a lot of healing coming from this conversation. And again, I'll tell you the same thing I told you in a recent reading. I don't remember which one it was. There is a way to get to the real 10 of Cups here. All right, there is, because I got the 10 of Cups here and I got it here. I know that they want to turn fantasy into reality a little bit. I see that with the Lovers. But we've got to have some real truth. The whole truth has to be spoken. Somebody's afraid they're going to lose something if they do that, so they sugarcoat a little bit. All right, it's the easiest way I can phrase it. Okay, but yeah, the energy is red like that. It's a heart. These are forward-moving cards. This is the base energy. You can read cards however you want. Knock yourself out. But if you're an energy reader, you can feel and see the heart here. You know which way the energy flows, however you throw the cards. So, if you're going to go buy a book that tells you how to read cards, well, that's a party game. Okay? So, if you want, energy is real. So, definitely, you can do these for yourself at home, too. These little quick 3 cards just to get answers. It's kind of fun. And you have to be careful. If you read it straight across, you might get a different answer. You might come out, it depends on the cards, you might interpret it a little differently. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. At the end of the day, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just tired of people telling me, you should read it across. No, that's not how the energy flows. You want a bad reading, I will, but I do things the way I do them. And I'm going to do an extended. And I'm going to pull the shit out of this energy. Because there should be a devil on their side somewhere. Okay? And we're going to find it. And we'll find out what's going on with you, of course. All right, that's your reading. If you want the extended, the link is in the description. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.